Hello guys, in this video we're going to learn how to install Magento from Composer or via Composer. So first of all we head to Magento dev docs, and then we are going to the Composer, install Magento using Composer. I'm going with the Magento open source, and this is the command we are looking for. So I'm going to copy the command and I go to the command line and paste it. Paste without new line. In this way we are going to give it a directory, the Magento name, the project name you want to give it. So I will name it like Magento site, just Magento site. This command will give us the recent version or the up-to-date version of Magento, but if we want to install a previous editions, we can just put here equals and then say I want to go with 2.3.6. At the time I'm recording this video, Magento is up to this version 2.3.6 or 2.4.1. So I'm going with 2.4.1. So I hit enter. Right now the Magento is installed, is downloaded in a folder called cd magento-site. So this is the folder where Magento is installed. If we do ls, then we got these files inside it. So the other thing is, what we need to do is to install the proper Magento, the foundation of the project in the database. So what we do is we just create a database very fast. So I'm call it Magento_site, and that's it. We don't need to go to look back to this. And then I'm just going to copy a command. So we have in this command php Magento setup install command. We will give it the base URL, host, db host, db name, and etc. etc. I'm giving it the information about the admin, the language, the currency, and time zone, and use rewrites as one. So I hit enter. This will install the Magento. Okay, so now Magento is installed. What we can do now is just run setup upgrade to just make sure everything is right. Okay, now the upgrade is finished. We should be able to navigate to the website. So if I go Magento site.test. By the way, I'm using .test because I'm using Valet, and I think this will give us an error because we don't have the secure yet. It's not secure URL. So if I go Valet secure Magento-site, this will just gives us install the SSL certificate for us. So restarting PHP, restarting Nginx. So by the way, this has nothing to do with the Magento installation, but it's just me. What I'm doing is I always run my local or development environment with HTTPS rather than HTTP. So if I go, you can see it's complaining, but if I refresh now, giving us the home page. So this is the home page. If I load Magento code in PHP Storm, there is one thing I need to do, which is in app etc env.php. because I'm in the local environment, I don't need this hash code. Probably you want it on the production or staging sites, testing sites on the remote servers, but on my local I just want it as admin because this is easier for me to navigate to admin rather than just come here again and again to copy the admin front name and then paste it here. So if I go here and then say admin, and I should be able to see the admin interface. If I go Al-Maliki and then my password, sign in. Right, now because I'm in the local environment and I don't need the two-factor authentication or authorization, so I might need to disable this module. Disabling this module is just going to config. If I just type 2 Magento, just make it enabled by default, and then there's no configuration to disable it from the backend. So I'll just do php pin Magento module disabled, and then put the module name. Now this should disable it for me. Not sure if I can refresh now. Properly it's working because it's not redirecting to the same page. The other thing is, if I look at the env file, the thing I want to make sure is that is the mage mode is not set to default. It should be set to developer mode, and this way I can work. I don't want to work with the hybrid mode because default is between developer and production. So since this is a hybrid, I don't want to work with it. I always work with developer, and most of the developers work on developer mode. I did inherited some websites that use default on production or developer, and probably that makes no sense to anybody. So on local environment, you always have to run the developer mode, and on production you set it to production. So now I'm in here in the admin. I'm just loading, and if I refresh, this error message comes from the two-factor authorization. It's been disabled. Now I can navigate through the admin menu and also can navigate to Magento site, to the front store. So it's just taking some time because I disabled the module. Now we have installed Magento successfully, and if we look at the version is 2.4.1 here. Now I would like to go with the sample data to have some data to work with, not just a plain Magento installation. So the way I do it is php Magento, and then I need to look for the sample data. So I would like grep sample data, and this is the command I want to use. So I'll just do phpf. I think I will need memory limit to set to unlimited, and then bin Magento sample data deploy. And now it asks me for the username and password. So these will be collected from if I go to Magento Marketplace. In Magento Marketplace, if you are not If you are not registered, you need to be registered. So you go to sign in, use the password for this one. Now in the marketplace, after you are signed in, you go to my profile. After my profile, you go to access keys. I'm gonna use this outside in the internet so no one can see it. You go to the access keys, and click on them. You will see public key and private key. So the public key, it will be your username, and the private key will be your password. And then I just put yes. This is just a warning message saying that Composer 2 is now available. I'm still using Composer 1. Now the sample data is installed. What I'm going to do is run the PHP setup upgrade. Okay, so now the Composer, the setup upgrade is done. What we need to do is have a look at the config data and find everything is okay, nothing is set to disabled, and this is how it looks in the config.php. Now if we to refresh the home page, we should see the mega menu and the CMS blocks displayed in the home page, and you can navigate through. You can add to cart. So the full installation is done with the sample data. Now here you see it's updated with the sample data, giving us the mega menu here, the CMS blocks, and then the featured products, I think. And here you go. This is how you install the Magento with sample data. If you navigate through products in the admin, it's loading now. Here you go. We have around 2000 records. So this is how you install the Magento using Composer and using the sample data, and how you make it up and running on your local machine. I'm using Vale, so I don't need to worry about any of the installation or the environment headache. I don't use Docker or a Vagrant or whatever. I'm just using Vale, and Vale is great for me. I also installed this under PHP version 7.4. I think this is it for the video. And the next time I will go through the configuration, how we prepare Magento with the configuration. Until then, I see you later.